Hello friends, and welcome back. I thought it would be fun to take you along with us as we go thrift shopping today. It's my birthday week and I needed to go downstate to get some groceries for Thanksgiving and bulk up a little before we start getting lots of snow. So I thought let's make a date out of this and go thrifting, eat out, and do some grocery shopping at Aldi's. It's always so fun getting to go to a large thrift store and really looking around. I find the best things when I'm not in a hurry and willing to just dig in and look around at everything. My husband spotted the copper salt box and I was just delighted beyond words. I've been looking for a salt box and this was the perfect birthday present for me. I find that the larger thrift stores sometimes do price their vintage things a little bit higher than some of the smaller thrift stores, but the prices are often still better than an antique store or eBay. So you have to decide if a vintage piece is worth it to you or if you're willing to wait for something to come along at a better price. For me, I'm not willing to spend a lot of money on vintage dishes because I can find them at other places for really good deals. But things like the salt box are harder to find, and when I find something unique, I definitely get it. I was so excited to find this little blue dresser. I was looking for a small dresser for the kitchen to go under my new work table. It will work perfectly for my needs and solve the problem for more storage in my kitchen. I found this darling lamp for $15 and it's perfect for my kitchen counter. I thought this vintage wooden garbage can was brilliant and that it would look so charming in a library or office space. I love all the beautiful big cabinets that they had. Such a good option if you need some pantry storage. I ended up getting this little white side table to put in between my blue chairs. I always love checking out all the beautiful dishes. These lovely bird plates look so beautiful. They would make such a pretty table setting. They also had out a lot of Christmas dishes too. So many pretty dishes. I ended up snagging the red and white dishes, just too pretty to pass up. After thrift shopping, we went out to eat, which is such a treat because we just don't do it that often. And on to Aldi's. I usually bulk up here every few months. Like I said before, I like to keep a well-stocked pantry, so I don't need to grocery shop weekly. We really stuffed the car with thrifting and food. Won't be back to town for a long while yet. Back home and unloading and putting everything away is quite the job and looks a bit crazy. Now we are home and the baking and the cooking begins for the holidays. I am making a batch of feta. The milk is set, so now I'm cutting the curds and gently stirring them. For my full feta recipe and tutorial, I'll link it below in the comments and the description box. When I'm in the process of cooking for the holidays, I like to make simple, nourishing meals that feed everyone but are quick and easy. Tonight's meal is baked beans, bread, and roasted delicata squash and pork roast. We do buffet style, and then we just go sit around our dining room table. I've really been in the need of a permanent hook to hang my cheese, and today was the day. We have a new work area in the kitchen, and I'll show you more of that later in the video, and it's going to be a perfect area for hanging my cheese. Hello friends, and welcome back to the cottage. It's November, it's my favorite time of year, and I'm excited just to tell you what's been going on around here. So I'm getting over a cold, so my voice is a little froggy, so I hope you guys can hear me all right. But this is my favorite time of year. I just love November. It's like the in-between month. I've talked about it before in other videos, but I'm excited because the holidays are here. Thanksgiving is literally just around the corner, and the house is just brimming with excitement for, getting ready for Christmas, getting all the food cooked up for Thanksgiving, seeing friends, just getting in that holiday mood. And around here, we really keep it simple. It's usually just centered around each other, good food, fellowship. That's what we really love. I'm drinking a little bit of lemon water here just to be able to talk to you guys. I really wanted to get this video out, but my voice keeps kind of going in and out, so I probably won't do a ton of talking. I love the month of November because it's a birthday month, our wedding anniversary, and I just love getting ready for the holidays. But it's not just about getting the house decked. It's like all of the anticipation that leads up to it, from getting ready for Thanksgiving and decorating after Thanksgiving, just planning and just getting the house cozy. And that's what I really enjoy about this month. It's like that in-between month, and it just feels very celebratory, and I love that about this month. So every year my grandma sends me a birthday card, and I usually go to TJ Maxx. I'm going to show you a TJ Maxx haul that I got. I'm going to show you a thrifting haul that you saw earlier in a video of my husband and I thrifting together. We were on a date to kind of a pre-birthday date, and it was so fun. I always asked for my birthday to go thrift shopping, usually go out to eat. We ate at a Greek restaurant. It was super delicious. That's what I was saying about just the celebrating this month is getting out. And a lot of times I don't really get out that much. I maybe go thrift shopping once or twice a month. I usually go grocery shopping once or twice a month, and I kind of put it all together, and I am just a homebody. So when I get out, it's really, really fun. I kind of make a trip out of it. I like to think, okay, I'm going to get my groceries, I'm going to hit a thrift store. I just kind of do everything in one day. It's kind of exhausting, but when I get back, I'm like, okay, I'm home. I'm ready to put groceries away, put the things away that I found. I always have an ongoing list, like, am I looking for boots for the kids for winter? Or am I looking for a new dresser for the kitchen? Little things like that. And when I was shopping this time, I found a darling little dresser. I needed a really tiny one for the new area that I'm going to be showing you today. I'm really excited. So I'm just it's a show and tell, a little bit of what I found thrift shopping, a little bit of my birthday haul. I don't really actually go to TJ Maxx that often. I love it, but it's a place that you can spend a lot of money really quickly. So I usually just wait for like my birthday card from my grandma or a Mother's Day type thing. And I head off to TJ Maxx and it's fun. And I also went to Aldi's and got some food for Thanksgiving and just kind of got some groceries that we needed. Aldi's is below the bridge. And so I don't go down there very often, but when I do, I really bulk up. So you saw we were stuffing the car full of food and lots of things that we found at the thrift shop. It was really fun. I really felt like I got a really wonderful birthday kind of / holiday haul with the groceries and all the thrift shopping. So I decorate for Christmas after Thanksgiving, usually the day after. I really like to just start putting up greenery and getting everything just cozy and adding little touches here and there. It's definitely a slow process that I just do throughout the week after Thanksgiving. But I actually did put up my tree early this year and I'm not decorating it till after Thanksgiving, but it was in storage and we needed to get through to other areas and we decided let's just put it up and have it glowing all pretty with its lights in the corner of the living area. So that's what we're doing this year and we're gonna decorate after Thanksgiving. So now I wanna get on to the thrift haul. I got a darling blue chest of drawers at the thrift store and I was looking for that to put under this really cool workbench that I just moved into the kitchen. I have a lot of like canning lids and different small appliances that I wanted to have a drawer for. And I think it has 1, 2, 3 little drawers. It's really small, it's cute, it's blue, it totally matches everything and looks fabulous. So when I saw that, I was just like, it was on my list and I couldn't believe it was there perfectly for the area that I wanted. And I measured and it was just like perfect. It would slide right underneath the workbench. So I'm super excited about that. And I also got this cute little table that I'm putting in between my 2 blue chairs. I kind of switched things around and put the blue chairs in front of my wood cook stove. So I have an area to kind of sit and look at the fire when I'm cooking stuff, have tea, have just this little cute area. And then I moved our table over to where the blue chairs are. It's next to the fireplace. It's kind of a little breakfast nook area and it's close to the Christmas tree. And I just think it's going to be a darling area for the holidays. I really don't try to do this, but like, look how aesthetically pleasing this looks. I just love the colors. I was going through the Goodwill and I found this and I just love the handle. I love that it's pottery. It's so cute. I just couldn't pass this up for a good holiday winter mug. And it was so pretty. So I picked this up and then I found this beautiful wool blanket. And whenever I find a good quality wool blanket, again, I just can't pass up wool. And it's so pretty. It's gonna go on one of my chairs. And then I was looking through the mugs, which took me to the area that has serving dishes. And I found this very old vintage green bowl. It is so festive, so pretty. I love the way it just kind of swirls on the side. And it was $3.99, so I couldn't pass it up. This mug was $3.99, which was a little bit higher than I usually pay for a mug. I'm usually like a 99-cent, $1.99 type price, but it was so cute. I couldn't pass it up. So this wool blanket, again, I think the price is in here. It's $3.99 too. So it was a $3.99 kind of day. So this beautiful wool blanket and all of this here, they were each $3.99. I really love them. I can't wait to put it throughout the house and just talk about really high quality, beautiful things that have lasted forever. I mean, especially with the wool blanket. This is vintage. This is vintage. Yes, this is newer, but it's just a really nice, high quality mug. And that's what I look for at thrift stores. I like to find things that have really stood the test of time. I feel like I'm not shopping like fast fashion or kind of that throwaway culture where you just buy some plastic cups and use them and then just throw them away. Thrift shopping for me is like a time of just cultivating what I like slowly over time. And I get these pieces. And you have to think, I have been looking for this kind of stuff for my home for what, like 26 years. I've been married this month. And it's so fun. You're really taking the time to cultivate what you like in your home and decorate that way. It's very collected. It's a slow process, but I've had 26 years and you slowly over time. And I find that a lot of the things that I have in this home, I've had for a long time. And yes, over time you find things that maybe you like a little more, and then you can just switch those things out, and then you can either give them to a friend or, donate them back to a thrift store. So that's kind of like my look at things when I'm looking for really cool things. But I also look for a lot of practical things because I don't like to buy things brand new. I really, really try to find a lot of our clothes, a lot of like winter boots, winter clothing, books, all that kind of stuff. I really try to find at thrift stores, so I'm not purchasing it brand new. And these are the last few things that I got thrift shopping. But I'm going to show you one of my favorite things right here. This was the happy birthday to me. My husband found it at the thrift store, and it is a vintage copper salt box. I have been looking for a salt box literally forever. I was kind of looking for like a blue and white ceramic one. I thought that would look really cool in the kitchen. I never even had in my radar a copper one. I'm so pleased with this. It's just so beautiful. And it was $20. And I totally just couldn't even believe I could find this. It's just so unique and so fun. And I'm gonna just get it all cleaned up and get it on my wall, have salt right next to the stove. Super excited about this. So this was a happy birthday to me present, and I really enjoyed getting it. I also got this lamp, so cute. I got this for the kitchen. I've really been wanting to plug in a cozy little lamp on my countertops just to have a glow in the evenings when I shut everything else off. And I was looking for kind of like a crystal-y one because I have a really pretty crystal type light over my kitchen sink. I have crystal glasses, and I just felt like this would really just kind of blend all together. And I just thought it was really pretty. I'm still debating if I'm going to paint this black or if I'm just going to keep it as is. I put it there and I actually think it looks pretty nice, so I might not. I haven't really decided yet on that. And then I found these adorable little soup bowls. They're so cute. And I usually don't collect a whole bunch of dishes that don't match, but I have like an over theme of like cream and white, and I have a lot of cream and blue. But I really love this pattern, and I thought it would be really cute for just having like a little tiny soup thing or for pictures for the blog. And this little plate is so adorable with it. So I just couldn't pass it up. And these were $3 a piece, and they're really beautiful. It says Spodes Tower, England on it. So yeah, it's just, they're beautiful. They're red and white, and I usually have a hard time passing up red and white dishes. Now I'm going to show you what I got at TJ Maxx because it's my birthday and I had so much fun getting stuff there. I really needed some towels. I should show you one of my towels. I have holes in my towels. They were looking so rough. All of a sudden, they just all started dissolving at the same time. I've had them forever, and so I was like, I need to go to TJ Maxx and get some new hand towels. So that's what I did. So this was my big haul here at TJ Maxx from my grandma. Thank you, Grandma. I got myself a set of 8 cotton napkins, 2 sets. They're so beautiful. They'll go really good with my plaid napkins, and now I have 16 napkins total, so super excited about that. I really love just the kind of winter look that they have, so they'll serve me really well all through winter time, fall, holidays, and I thought these would be perfect blending them with my plaid napkins. Then the towels. I had to get a few Christmas ones because I love Christmas and I just really enjoy red. You can definitely see my little splatters of red throughout the house. So I got these and they're so pretty. And then I got these more natural toned ones for the rest of the year, which they're so beautiful. These, like, probably some of my favorite towels that I've ever found, and they're really good texture for drying dishes, so I'm really happy with these. If they would have had another one, I would have grabbed it, but they only had two packs, which are 6 total. And I really think these are just absolutely beautiful. And then of course I had to grab myself some Italian coffee because TJ Maxx has really good prices on their gourmet coffees. So I grabbed some Italian coffee. So I'm pretty excited about that. And last but not least, I got these adorable jars at Walmart. I have the medium size and the very largest size. But I got these 2 for my new coffee area. I kind of cleaned up my spices and took them to another drawer, and I'm gonna have like coffee and tea in these, and I really love them. So I can't remember, I think these were, I wanna say they were $4.97, but they might have been $9.98. I can't remember if that was for 2 or 1. So, but these are at Walmart, and I really like them because they match all my other jars that I have throughout the house. And one last thing I got at TJ Maxx was this adorable tray, which I'm going to use for my coffee area, but I might also use it for serving too, just depends. This tray was $9.99, and it's just so adorable. And I have lots of this kind of coloring in my kitchen, so I thought that would be really pretty. It kind of goes with a lot of my vintage brass. I love to decorate. I love my kitchen. It's one of my favorite spaces. So for my birthday, I often get kitchen stuff. That's usually what I like to save up when I get cash for my birthday. I usually get just some new kitchen things or some books, just stuff like that. That's just what makes me happy. So this was my kind of birthday haul, and it was so fun. And I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get everything put throughout the house and show you what it looks like. So I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I got at Aldi's, and I also just ordered myself 5 pounds of organic cocoa powder. I am always getting things in bulk if I can help it and do that. The cocoa powder is just wonderful to buy in bulk because it's so expensive in those little tiny containers. So I have a jar that I like to fill it up, because we make a lot of our own homemade hot cocoa. We cook with it during the holidays. So it's a time of year that I like to refill everything that needs to be refilled for the baking season ahead. Whoops. A little bit of powder flying everywhere. So this is 5 pounds of cocoa, and looks like about half of it is left after this jar is filled. And it says right here, store in a cool, dry place. So I'll put that in my pantry. And usually I'll keep the extra in a jar, but I'm a little low on jars right now. I have so much dried fruits and vegetables in my jars and spices and all the good stuff. I need to get a towel and just wipe it down when I'm done. But this is my hot cocoa powder that I use for that, and also for all my cooking. So cocoa is really definitely something I like to buy in bulk. I'm going to show you one of my towels here. This is kind of embarrassing. Yeah, that's why I needed new towels. My towels just kind of disintegrated. All of a sudden I looked down, I'm like, wow, those just shredded, so we need some new towels. So now my cocoa powder is all filled there, and I've got all this beautiful citrus. We've already kind of dug into it a little bit, but we go through citrus really fast. I wish I had my receipt so I could give you guys the prices, but Aldi's has such a good deal on their fruits and vegetables this time of year. Well, anytime. It's just a really good price store. I love the smell of lemons. We use a ton of citrus during the holidays and just during winter, and the prices are always really good because everything's in season. And look at how beautiful that is. I mean, just get a pretty bowl and fill it full of citrus, and you know, this is right here is just a decoration for your kitchen. It's so pretty, so festive, and you get to use it and use it for your kitchen. You know, I see lemon curd and lemon hot toddies. I see key lime pie and oranges in the afternoon and little cuties for snacks. I've got some red onions. My daughter grew tons of beautiful yellow onions. We have plenty for the winter right now. But I do have a few dishes this winter that need red onions, and we didn't grow red onions. Well, actually, I think we did, but they didn't get big enough. And then I have some ginger. Need to make some more fire cider and just a lot of things that we like to make for the holidays with fresh ginger. It's right here. I love the smell of ginger. So just put them in bowls. We're going to be using all of this stuff pretty fast. And my kitchen isn't too warm. Even with the wood cook stove, it doesn't get too hot in here, partly because it cools down in the evening, so it's pretty good. Plus, I can set this stuff in the pantry if I need to. So I've got these cute little garlic cloves already. We have a lot of our own garlic. I wanted to mention that, but we have to plant it in this week because we want to have more of a garlic harvest. And we've already been eating so much of our garlic that I was like, okay, we're gonna buy some garlic so we can get the rest of it planted for next spring. Then I've just got a few avocados, which I'm just gonna set right on top of the onions because I'm gonna be using these like today. So yeah, this is a little bit of a Aldi haul. I put other things away in the pantry already, but these are kind of the things that I leave out on the tables, and I feel like it just looks so pretty showing off, especially the beautiful citrus. We're going to be getting ready for Thanksgiving. It's just the time of year that we have a lot of kitchen work to do, lots of things to get ready, good food will be just pouring forth from this kitchen, and that's what we're going to do this week. I'll have little clips of it. I just got done making some feta cheese. My fridge is stuffed with goodness for the Thanksgiving dinner, which I'm super excited about. I always enjoy cooking with my daughters and cooking with my little kids. They're going to be doing some sugar cookies, and it's just a fun time of year to hang out and do a lot of cooking in the kitchen with my family, and I'm just going to enjoy it to the fullest. I am so excited to show you guys this area. You know, I talked about having Daniel put in some shelves right here. But we got to thinking about it, and since I make cheese a lot, I needed an area to hang my feta and let it drip all the way out. And I kind of needed another work area because there's 3 of us girls in the kitchen and my little kids, and sometimes we have things fermenting and we have things baking and we're videoing, and I just thought we need a little bit of another work area. This idea right here was my daughter Nadia's. I'm so thrilled with it. I love the way this turned out. It's so much more functional. So we have this amazing little workstation here, and this used to be, actually, I think it was kind of a workbench for like a shop or something. My husband got it, and then it turned into our desk for our computer area. And then my daughter was rearranging, and she was like, Mom, what if we move that in here and then put a lot of like your stuff under it that you use on a daily basis so you don't have to pull it out of the pantry? And I've had this for a long time. I had this displayed at my other house, and this is a bread and cake cabinet. And I had nowhere to put it in this house, and this was just perfect. So now I can store bread, cakes, and pies in here. I can't open it too far right now because the cheese is dripping right here. And then I could put a bowl there and a workstation, and then we were able to put the chest of drawers right there, and I have my flour underneath and a couple of different buckets of food, and then I'm still able to access all the things on both of these shelves without any trouble. So this just worked out so brilliant. So I guess for me, I would just encourage you guys, if you have an area that is meant for something, but you're kind of longing for something else in your kitchen, just try doing something different. Like, this is not permanent. I just, got these shelves at a thrift store. We painted them, put them in, put this in, which was so brilliant. I just love it so much. Didn't even think about having it jet out like this, but it's just so neat. Like, I have a whole nother station to be able to get work done and make things, and it just delights my heart. So after doing this, I originally was going to put my grain grinder over here so I could grind wheat and have something that's always ready for me. But then I put this cabinet here, and I was kind of thinking, well, then that's going to take up space on the counter. So I kind of have this new little thought idea for the kitchen, is to have stations for everything. So this is kind of like my cheese fermenting station, kneading area, little cooking work table area. Then I've got my little pantry here and there. I also have a pantry off of my laundry room. It's just a little room. Someday I'll show you guys that. Just a little kind of closet room that has shelves. That's my other pantry. And now I have a little table on the side of my wood cook stove that is just set up with my grain grinder and the grains underneath to grind. So now I have a permanent station for grinding all my wheat and my rye and all my different wheat berries. So it's really exciting just to have these new little areas in the kitchen. It really makes things so much more efficient, and I'm not always lugging things out. And since I do a lot of cooking, this really works good. I love that I can display my new to me vintage green bowl, and it can be functional too for holding fresh ground flour. I always enjoy filling jars and putting everything away after a big trip to town. It feels so nice to put everything away and get things tidy. We have soup and bread ready for lunch, with lots of cooking lined up for the day. I thought my daughter and I could try out the new soup bowls I got at the thrift shop. Natasha is cutting up sourdough bread for homemade stuffing. Taking a break for a nourishing lunch is a must. Natasha is making sugar cookies with her little sister and brother, a holiday tradition that we often do, and it keeps the little ones busy while my daughters and I finish up the cooking for Thanksgiving. This sugar cookie recipe is the same one I grew up eating as a child. My mom always makes them at Thanksgiving and at Christmas. I have the full recipe on the blog and I'll link it below. Daniel and the little ones are in charge of frosting and decorating all the cookies. They have so much fun. My daughter Nadia is in charge of making all the salads and the deviled eggs for Thanksgiving. We split up the cooking of the meal amongst all three of us. Natasha and I make the pies. A lot of the baked goods that you see are in my cookbook, Cozy Christmas Baking. You can buy a hard copy on Amazon or a digital printable copy through the link below. We are a pie family and enjoy making a variety for our holiday gatherings. Pie is really a simple old-fashioned dessert that can literally be filled with anything. They're great for seasonal fruit and even vegetables. Natasha is making a key lime pie and a pumpkin pie made from the pumpkins that she grew this year. What's fun about this time of year is that someone is always in the kitchen, making something homemade, and the house smells amazing. Daniel is oiling our wooden bowls and cutting boards so everything is ready to use on Thanksgiving Day. Over the years, we've all decided that we really like key lime pie at Thanksgiving. It's become a staple pie. I think it's because we all love citrus in this house. I wish I had a glass room full of lemons and limes growing during our long winters. Challah bread is a tradition at our house for the holidays and something that all my daughters have learned to make. The day before Thanksgiving and the day of is so full and busy, with everyone doing their part. Our kitchen is a working kitchen and we use it really hard, and I love it. I'm making an apple pie, and I had a lot of apples and I could barely get them all into the pie crust. Usually we make the crust a few days ahead and keep it in the fridge until we are ready to make the pies the day before. I tuck the dough under and I crimp the edges, making slits on top to vent the steam. I think pies are a work of art. They are so pretty. I use 1 egg yolk and a splash of cream beaten well and brushed all over the top of the pie with a sprinkling of sugar to make a nice golden crust. Thanksgiving morning, I get up early to get the turkey in the oven. I peel the potatoes and I prep any last-minute dishes. Daniel carves the turkey, and we usually do buffet style because we have a big crowd and it's just easier. So much good food. I just want to say how grateful I am for all of you. Wishing you a happy holiday season.